Hi guys, Scotty here with another DBZ Dokkan battle video for you. In this video, we're going to be looking at the final stage of Union Master, Stage 4, and you need to beat it with 5 Hybrid Saiyans on your team. So I've got my team that I used on the left there. I do have a second team on the right there that you should be able to get this done with as well. No problem, and you should be able to mix and match some units as well. This does require a little bit of dodging. There are some units that do need to dodge or they'll die, so don't be too discouraged if you do die, and you might just need to do it again and try to get some better RNG. Like for instance this Phi Gohan on the 3rd slot there, he will probably die in the last stage if he doesn't get, if he gets hit. So nothing, I have to float him off most of the time anyway. But let's jump right into the first fight again, Android 17 and 18. So Android 17 is going to nullify all super attack ceiling effects, as well as have a defense plus 17% buff whenever Android 18 is present. And then Android 18 is going to be immune to being stunned, as well as having an attack plus 18% buff when Android 17 is present. Now, if this buff was a little bit more significant, I might tell you to prioritize the when he's getting the attack bonus, so kill Android 17 first so that 18 doesn't get her attack anymore. But really, these guys have 100 million health each, and it's just 18% extra, so it's nothing too wild. This team should handle it quite readily, so I don't even change my selection here, and you should burn through this fight quite quickly. If you do have an issue here, you can try look for attack and defense reducing units on your team, as there is they don't have any counter to that. These bosses, they can have their attack and defense reduced, and that may help you out just a little bit. As well as Android 17 can be stunned, so that might be a nice one to look into as well. So let's jump on to Bojack next. Okay, so next we're going to have Bojack. He is going to ramp up the mechanics just a little bit. He disables attack and defense reduction. He nullifies super attack ceiling effect, as well as he will be dealing 150,000 damage to you on the start of every turn. So you won't be KO'd by this, but then obviously your next attack will just kill you if you don't heal during the turn. So you want to prioritize killing him quite quickly, as well as just make sure you are getting some form of healing as well. And so these units can get a lot of healing. They do have a lot of defense, so guys like Int Gohan, if your friend lead or your own lead, they should be getting a lot of healing when they get a lot of orbs. So just make sure you're giving them the same type orbs to negate this, and then do as much damage as possible as quickly as possible. Also, Bojack can be stunned and sealed, so maybe you look into units in the Hybrid Saiyans that can do that, and that should help you out as well if you're struggling with this. Bojack does ramp up a bit. He now has 200 million health as opposed to the individual bosses previously. We only had 100 million, and he's going to be doing a 2 million super, so he can catch some of your units out if they get hit and haven't had a chance to build up, or their name is Fire Beast Gohan. So let's move on to Tech Broly next. Okay, so moving on to the first phase of the final fight against Broly. This is Super Saiyan Broly, Tech Super Saiyan Broly. He is going to grant immunity to being stunned. He nullifies super attack ceiling effect, as well as reduces your ki by 2 across all your units. So you might be struggling for ki a little bit in this fight. Also, one thing to watch out, he does hit harder after supering for that turn. He gains a 30% attack buff every time he supers for the rest of the turn, and he is now hitting a lot harder. He's going to have 200 million health, as well as he is doing a 3 million super. So we are starting to ramp up the damage quite significantly here, and he can catch units out that are not dodging when they should be dodging. So could just be a little bit unlucky here or there, but otherwise he's pretty straightforward. Just need to kill him and hopefully dodge his big supers or tank them with your big units. Broly should only be supering once a turn, and he will also be vulnerable to attack and defense reduction. So if you do have any of those on your team, they should help a bit, lowering his attack and defense, and he is not raising his attack and defense, so that should be good. You'll want to burn through his 200 million health, and then we'll head on to STR Broly afterwards. Okay, so STR Broly's mechanics changed just a little bit. He is still not going to be able to be stunned. However, he can be sealed now, which could be very useful. He disables defense reduction, and he reduces damage you're doing below a certain amount to 0. So if you're not doing enough damage, you will see that big fat 0 sign pop up, and he will not take any damage whatsoever. But I would highly advise trying to take some super attack ceiling characters here, because that is going to help a lot. He is supering for 4.8 million, so he will kill a lot of units. You need to have units that are dodging. At this point now, you want to be popping actives, so you should be saving your actives in this fight. Don't use them against Tech Broly, and then when you get to this stage, pop the physical Goten and Trunks active. That will give you a full dodge, guaranteed dodge for that turn, and then you want to swap over your Int Gohan to Int Goten and Trunks. Do that active, that'll do a huge amount of damage, that'll supercharge them, and then let them rip as well. They should do a massive amount of damage, and that should hopefully be your killing turn. If not, try bring Beast Gohan as well. Him and his active skill, he should be completely fine against those supers, as long as the fight hasn't gone on super long. If he's still in his like 5th or 6th turn, he should have like 80% damage reduction. Make sure to give him 24 ki, unless you're doing the active. Obviously he'll have 24 ki anyway, and then he will tank that for you. So that's another free turn. So you've kind of got 2 free turns in there, where you've got a slot 1 that'll dodge, you've got a taunt that'll mitigate the entire turn for you. There's a lot of good utility here. Just try save it for the STR Broly fight, and like I said, try and bring some form of super attack ceiling as well. They're going to be very, very helpful. Although, in saying that, I'll be honest, there are not a lot of good super attack sealers on the Hybrid Saiyans team, so that is just an option, but I would say you're probably just going to need to make sure you dodge, and yeah, hopefully you've saved everything for this final turn and you can just destroy them. You'll see here in this turn I'm activating everything. I'm getting that free dodge with 5 Goten and Trunks, and we've swapped over to Int Goten and Trunks, done our active there, and now we are going to have a huge turn. Now, one other thing to watch out with STR Broly is he is going to only attack 3 times a turn. Now what that means, he also attacks 2 times for a super, so 2 of those 3 attacks are going to be supers, so it's almost guaranteed. There's only a 33% chance for an attack on the board to not be a super, so just assume you are getting supered in that slot. If you see an attack, more often than not you will be. So that can also help you though for characters that have maybe attack cancelling. So if you can get an attack cancel off, you've very likely cancelled, got a 66% chance that you've cancelled a super coming to you, so you can do that attack cancelling. You see there are only 2 attacks at the end of this turn, so I know 100% those are both supers, so I have a 100% dodge turn from physical Goten and Trunks there, so I just slap them there, and I know that all the supers are mitigated now. So just think on that as well. Know that you can sort of track where his supers are coming and put your dodge units there. Like if I put physical Beast on here at the end, the run would have been over, he would be dead. There's no way he's surviving an STR 4.8 million attack, but we just guarantee dodge it and it doesn't matter. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. I hope this has helped, and thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.